Well, there's a mental health crisis for teens and young adults across the U.S. Two suburban high school students are trying to do something about it right here in Illinois. So joining me now live are Abhinav Ann and Sai Gambote. They are both 17-year-old juniors at the Illinois Math and Science Academy. They actually helped draft the bill that would make mental health education mandatory here in Illinois, middle and high schools. Hi to you both.
Yeah, hi. Thank you so much for.
It
Yeah.
is my pleasure to have you here both. I want to begin by you sort of talking about what was going on in your lives and your friends, your classmates' lives that you thought, gosh, mental health really needs to be a part of the curriculum. And Sai, I'll start with you.
Mental health has become an epidemic in my life. I've seen that through my very close family members, my peers, and everyone around me. It's become such an important issue in my surrounding community that I thought this is really needed. And those family members, those friends didn't really have that support system that I had growing up. They used to come to me to ask for support, for advice, didn't know where to go, feeling very isolated. And I thought we need an education system where we have the support in our lives every single day.
And Abhinav, talk about the issues that some of the students were dealing with. I mean, we hear a lot about, look, bullying is an issue, self-esteem is an issue, and oftentimes perhaps their parents or the people surrounding them don't know how to sort of tackle those issues.
Yes, of course. I think that was something that we're seeing on a school day-by-day basis throughout middle and high schools is that we're seeing that education is not being able to address this issue with things like exactly like you're saying, bullying, addressing anxiety, how to combat depression, and I'm seeing that through the school-by-school basis that we teach students how to solve for things like X, how to recite tables, or how to even memorize every country on a map, but we're not really teaching students these fundamental issues and addressing them for these problems that they'll later face in their life. And we're seeing this gap in knowledge, and that's something that really spurred Sai and I to create this initiative. And we're really hoping that by passing this legislation will help thousands of students across Illinois here today and help improve the education system with addressing mental health within our health curriculums.
Yeah, because I imagine the goal would be to give them lifelong tools to be able to handle something like anxiety if they're dealing with it as a 40 or 50-year-old, right? So paint me a picture, and either one of you can take this question, Sai, maybe you can do it. Paint me a picture of what your average curriculum would look like. Let's say for a middle school student, is it something they go to a class once a week? How would this work?
Yes, so we have two implementation options we have thought about. First is some mandatory unit in their health classroom or PE classroom. And also we have another implementation option that we thought about, which is cross-curricular integration. So Abhinav and I are very interested in science and especially neuroscience. So we thought that even in biology, introducing the actual science behind mental health could be interesting to some people, or even in English where we're reading and discussing literature addressing mental health themes would be important to just introduce that to schools and students.
Abhinav, I know that part of the thing that you want to work on is making sure that some of these students sort of have a seat at the table, meaning that they work in conjunction with administrators and, educators to come up with that curriculum, right?
Yeah, so throughout these schools across the state, we're seeing a lot of different local actions, and we really want to inspire students across the state that youth do have a role at the decision-making table, and they could create policies like this to educate themselves and educate the communities around them and address these issues that we're seeing on a day-by-day basis as a youth individual, and things that a lot of different representatives or legislators may not see on a daily basis just because of the different lives that we're both kind of in.
All right. Well, thank you very much to both of you for sharing your stories and some of the work that you're doing. We certainly appreciate it, and amazing work, both of you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll talk again soon. Keep me posted.
Yes.
Definitely. Thank you so much.